he's gonna be broke and all his money is mine.
We have made half of our money back just with these two. I'm feeling a little hopeful.
Back to him again. How much money do I want to spend to try to get this plushie?
The average crane game at Dave & Buster's or Round 1 makes roughly between $53,000 to $75,000 a year. If you want to break it down to a daily scale, that's between $145 to $196 according to their last fiscal report. However, in high foot traffic areas like, here in Philadelphia, that number could go up between $500 to $1,000 in a day, especially on those high-end cranes. And now, think about how many crane games you see at your local location. Now, as some of you might know, in Japan, crane games are a whole culture in themselves, with their profit margins being over 70%, which isn't surprising when you have people so obsessed with crane games. They've made apps like Toriba, My Online, Tokyo Catch. These apps let you control cranes virtually over in Japan, and if you win prizes, they literally send them over to you internationally. Which leads me to ask, if they're making 70% profit on their crane games, how much can we make from them? Now, there are a bunch of content creators out there that base all of their content solely on how to win these crane games, different strategies, different hacks. I'm gonna watch and study all their tricks, their tips, any advice that they have to see. Wait, no, not me, her. I need your help. Sorry, no, I'm actually not gonna play these games. I'm terrible at them. I am the worst. So I'm gonna give her $200, Richard. You don't have that much money. And we're gonna see, A, is it possible to make a profit or even break even on these crane games? And B, are these YouTubers and TikTokers actually legit in any of their hacks or advice? Is it luck? Is it strategy? Is it all just rigged? Now, the real question, is there actually any prizes there truly worth it? And if you haven't experienced a place like this before, you might just be expecting crane games at your local pizza shop's sketchy crane game that you see in the corner right by the door. Everyone's seen those before. Or those cheap knockoff looking plushes that you'll see at carnivals. No. You could not be any farther from the truth. Let's go check out Round 1's website because they actually post all of their new prizes that they're putting in that month in crane games. Seeing them all on the website makes it cool because you're like, wow, I know all the things that are going to be there at a minimum. But it also kind of ruins it because then you're like, oh, well, I already know it's going to be there. Especially if you keep up with it because you'll know what has been in there in the past. Right now, you can see that there's Kuromi. There's a Hatsune Miku Wonderland figure that's dressed like Cinderella. Pikachu, Charizard, another Hatsune Miku, another Hatsune Miku, another Hatsune Miku, oh wait, no, you're Freeren, and Freeren, another Hatsune Miku, another Hatsune Miku, Dragon Ball Z, Karopi, Bulbasaur, Gengar, Hatsune Miku. But I'm sick of looking at prizes. I want to actually win some of these, so let's go! So off to Round 1 we went, where I pretended my credit card bills didn't exist.
Much appreciated, much appreciated.
Yeah, sorry, future me. And we played a lot of games. And kinda thought I might have been taken for a ride on the actual skill level of our participant here with all the swipes swiped, and severe lack of prizes in our hands.
Oh no! It's too heavy.
Especially when you want a cute chopper plush and keep watching it drop over and over and over again.
You got a big head, I got a big head. We should live together. Okay, we got it. And we dropped it. If I could just hold it enough to get it in the hole. I know that's the whole concept of a claw machine game, but that is what I'm trying to do here. Por favor! Por favor! Get in there. Get in there. I feel like I'm getting further back. Get into my life! You have such a big head. Please come home with me. Look, the butt is hanging out a little bit, so we're getting a little close.
In fact, we're not getting a little close.
Get in the back of him again. How much money do I want to spend to try to get this plushie?
Too much. Except for another try, obviously.
Alright, we're giving up on that one.
Worst of all, she didn't even want my cute Five Nights at Freddy's ones. After about 20 more attempts of nothing, I decided some liquid courage might have been in order. Believe it or not, it actually helped, and she was feeling it.
Nice! That last tequila shot worked. Let's see if we got it. Nice! We got it. Let's go. Now kiss. And... oh no! Oh yeah! Oh, so fucking cute. Don't let the United States government see me doing this stuff. They're gonna be like, we gotta get her. Not that one, actually, that one's a turf. Show them that one. He was strong, he was gripping. Another one, another one.
She was feeling so confident, we actually went back to get Chopper, and only after 2 tries.
Get in there. Nice. His friend was a little friendlier. Okay. Finally, success.
But as we learned, no amount of tequila or confidence is enough for some of these prizes.
I don't want them to like push it down, you know what I mean? Oh, we got it, but it was heavy. Crap. All right. Not happy right now, not gonna lie. I gotta keep it PG-13, okay? Because there's some words I'd use. But 33 seconds to figure it out, Curve Dog. Right? All right, you lay in it.
So after $150, this is... Guys, where's Chopper? Everyone and their mother just wants to keep trying to take Chopper from me, and now I can't even sit you guys all up straight. All right, so now that we have Chopper back again, this was our $150 haul, and I don't think we did too badly. Now, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some plushes I just really wish we would have got, but like, I'm happy with these. The Chopper one is so cute, it's so fun. The little Hello Kitty ones, So the real question right now is, how much is this actually worth? So let's be honest, round 1 is not gonna actually tell us what these things are worth because you can't put a price on cuteness, right? No, that's not actually the reason. The real reason, because if anyone actually knew what these things are worth always, they'd be going after the same ones over and over and over again, and that would ruin the economy for them. But let's go do that anyways. So as you remember, the website will tell you all the prizes that they have currently in round 1, and then we can actually look them up and see what their names are and look them up on eBay. Because if I didn't have that option, I would say this is a Hello Kitty pink teddy bear thing, and that's not gonna help me or anyone. So according to their website, this thing is the Hello Kitty plush toy wool boa bear. So this little doodad, I'm gonna sit right in my arms while I do this. 25-ish, seeing something like 19.99, 26, 24, 24, 25. We're gonna say this is about like $24, $25. I'm pleasantly surprised about that one. I did not think that was worth that much money. Genuinely, I don't care if this is worth money. This is probably one of my favorite things. This is like a little sushi dog thing. Oh my God, I love it. Who wouldn't think this is cute? Who? Where are you? And oh, you're not even on the thing. Well, that's gonna be an issue. All right, not a big deal. Well, that's all right. All right, so we have a site, that's not a big deal. There's a lot of information. I don't care about a zodiac sign. Samatsuji puppy roll is $14.49. Let's look at the dinosaurs. Let's see how much these dinosaurs are worth. Jurassic World, I'm not seeing many of you pop up. I'm seeing one for $16.99. I think that's you. $12.99. I feel like the safest bet we're gonna say for this is, I'm going 12 bucks on this guy. And to be honest, I wouldn't pay more than 12 bucks. Honestly, I wouldn't pay more than $7 for him. I don't know, this doesn't speak to me. Maybe it's because I'm not a dinosaur person, but we got the Minisaurus. $8.50 for this? How is this worth less than that Jurassic World thing? This is cuter. This is 10 times cuter. Mini dinosaur Brachiosaurus. Oh, are you guys aren't even related. You're different. All right, well, I found this one on eBay for $17.99 and it's sold, so I'm gonna go with $17.99. I don't know what makes this guy worth more than this guy, honestly, because this is a little shininess and it's cuter, in my opinion, but like, you know, whatever. $18 for this thing, I'm not gonna complain. I'm pretty sure this cow one was on there. I'm pretty sure. All right, well, I'm just wrong. I guess I guess I'm just wrong. I'm stupid and I'm wrong. Oh, you're the wool boa bear. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I messed this up. This is the wool boa bear. Why would I not know that? It says My Melody on it, but clearly it's the wool boa bear. Oh my God, I can get both of them for 40 bucks. Does that devalue you? I thought you were gonna be worth 25 as well. All right, so this one is not listed nearly as much as the other one, but the aggregate seems to be $20 for this, so this is a $20 one. I don't know why this is $5, $6 less than on this one, does the smile on the bear and the face devalue in comparison? Because this one, like, it has a smile on it too, but like, because it's pink and this one isn't pink. This one looks like a cow even though it's a bear. Oh, you might not be I don't think this one's Hello Kitty. I think this is a different character from Hello Kitty, and that's why it's worth $5 less. Our last one, Chopper. If this thing's not worth like 40 bucks, I'm gonna lose my mind. Big money. How much you worth? Tell me. All right, so the one we didn't get is $28.50, but the one we do have is all right, I'm seeing it for $29. According to this, it's worth $29. I'm a little disappointed. I thought this was gonna be at least 30. All right, so in total, let's do some math. I'm not great at math, but we're gonna do it anyways. So all of these together comes out for a grand total of $127. Now, $127 is nothing to scoff at, and it's a $2 profit. We're in the green, baby. All that work for $2. That doesn't really seem worth it. This whole idea of making money off crane games is not going the way I thought it would. So my conundrum is like, am I supposed to be looking up what these are worth beforehand? What is the secret to knowing that, like, hey, I don't know, this is worth 15 bucks. This is worth $8. One of the big things I'm wondering about is like these little round one exclusive tags, like does that make them more expensive? So looking all these plushes up, I'm finding that the round one exclusive ones seem to be worth more money. Not always though, because like, clearly, this is a round one exclusive and it was only worth $8, $8.50, whatever it is. So this indicates two things to me. Clearly, I, A, need to find better prizes constantly, maybe only stick to round one prizes, and B, we have to get better crane games, I guess? I really don't think that more tequila is the answer. Alicia might disagree, but I don't think that's it. So what are the crane game influencers saying? Because maybe they have a secret. Look, I'm not saying it was the smartest idea to go to round one without actually doing any research, but like, all right, it wasn't the smartest thing. So I actually finally did some research and found some TikTokers and content creators who teach people how to win crane games and pretty much like run a crane game business. Granted, I looked up a lot of them before I started this video, but I should have actually watched some of them instead of just knowing they existed. But now we're actually gonna watch them for real and not just say we did, so we can actually learn something. The first one we're actually gonna look at is Arcade Friends. And funny enough, this is the guy that gave me the idea for this video.
So you're not going to win by dropping the claw straight down over the plush. One way you can beat payout is by lining the claw up off center and swinging the claw over the plush. This way, when the claw drops the plush, it swings it right into the chute.
Oh, I wish we knew that, because so like there were a couple cranes that we just couldn't pick it up. Like that was one. The token one was just impossible for us. We tried a couple times and it just could never grip onto it. So it's just not made for us to win, apparently. We're just supposed to swing it in there. That is see, that I didn't know.
Tip number one is to aim for the smaller parts of the plush, like the body, instead of aiming for the larger head. In order to get a good grab, it's important for the claw to completely close around the plush. Change the alignment of the way the claw rotates. You can swing the claw like this before dropping it down.
Okay, see, like that one kind of surprises me because I would think, hey, grab the big head, because most plushes have giant heads. And if you're grabbing at the body, you're just gonna end up losing it because the head's gonna be too big and just off balance it and go bloop around the ground. But in retrospect, I'm pretty sure it's like one or two of the ways we did pick up and win a prize.
The entire top row of plushies is gone from this machine. That means many people have won this prize since the last time it was restocked. If several people have already won, that means this machine is probably paying out pretty well and should be easy to win like I did here.
The fact that you want to go for the crane machine that has less stuff in the background, like that's so counterintuitive in my brain, because I'm like, oh, I just always thought people were like being lazy. That's why I didn't have much stock in the back of them. There's a whole entire playlist of tips and tricks, and I love a community that does not gatekeep, and the fact that these claw machine content creators don't gatekeep is just, love that. Share the wealth. All right, Arcade PhD, what do you got for me?
The concept of the tornado technique is simple. Assuming the claw can reach, just use the claw to whack the prizes on display.
How are people coming up with these ideas?
Just like how I planned it. This technique is so overpowered when you can find
How are people coming up with these plans? How do they realize, oh, I'm just gonna try doing this now and see if it works?
the claw strength on the right side machine is miscalibrated. I saw someone else just win this, and it was clear that the strength setting at the top position is too high. It's inside the chute for an easy win.
It really seems like one of the other giant things is to like pay attention to everything happening around you, not just actually the skill of playing, but like, oh, okay, this machine has like less prizes in the back. And now this one where this guy just watches someone else win prior on a claw machine that he knows shouldn't be this strong. Cause like we just saw for this golden token one, you're supposed to like swing it in, but clearly, like he said, it was miscalibrated, so it was able to hold it for longer. It just, okay, like some of these some of these techniques aren't even techniques. It's just like being really aware. Now, I didn't see nearly as many like videos on what prizes are worth a lot of money and which ones aren't. So maybe that's gatekeeped a little bit more. But at this point, it feels like it's more of a shotgun approach and we're gonna learn along the way. And I'm pretty confident that those round one exclusive ones are gonna be worth a little bit more money. So let's go back and try again. And so back we went.
Okay, how much money can we spend? I'm gonna drain his bank account. We're doing it one more time. This man's gonna be broke and all his money is mine. So I think the theme for today is just gonna be round one exclusives.
But if you were concerned that we'd start off like last time, which trust me, my wallet was, you're wasting all my money, you'd be pleasantly surprised.
Now, get in there. Nice. First of the day. I think it's like a DIY kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that was a bad one because it took her butt. But somehow it worked. Meow, 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 meow. Nice. Oh, it did a spin. I didn't ask it to do that. But it worked out. Which number of the day is this? 4. All right.
But the hubris did eventually strike. And as they say, pride goes before the fall, and good God did we fall.
And
And with it, the excuses.
I'm getting scammed. Did you even close at all, sir? Oh, and it literally let it go as it was bringing it up. All right, that's as far back as it'll go. That was a horrible grip. These claws do not go all the way back, and I want to sue them. So if you're a lawyer and you hear me right now, and you want to take on my case pro bono, that's your payment.
And I still never got my Kirby!
No.
But after our humble pie, we did end up scoring some last minute prizes before we went broke.
Nice. We got the baby kitty. I want one of these. The claw's terrible. I don't think we're gonna have an easy time winning one, but we're gonna try. Nice. Damn, I gotta like throw on the Narnia to get a little Boba Bear.
And with that, our second round one adventure came to an end.
All right, well, we got another 6 this time around, but we only spent $80, so I feel like that's a win. So we got to see how much these are worth.
All right, so we're back in our studio. We have our 6 new prizes, and we spent $80 this time around. Got all round one exclusives, and we're gonna figure out now if we made any money. I'm not really feeling very hopeful, but you know what? 6 prizes and $80 is better than 6 prizes and like $125. So that's kind of progress, right? Unless these are worth absolutely nothing. And no, the Kirby still eluded us. But it's fine, because I have so much Hello Kitty this time, and people love Hello Kitty, right? People like Hello Kitty, right? And speaking of Hello Kitty, we are gonna start with our Hello Kitty. This is the Hello Kitty This is the Hello Kitty corduroy with the mini corduroy that went with it. Fun fact, I hate corduroy. I hate corduroy pants. I hated them when I was little, and I refuse to wear them to this day. They're weird, it makes me uncomfortable, and it feels so 1960s. I don't even know if corduroy is from the 60s, but we got the regular size and we got the mini one. But how much is this one actually worth? Because it is on the site. It is on the site right here as one of like the main prizes at round one. So eBay, let's do our thing. No, you're not looking like you're the one that's worth 40. 21, 15, 20. Poshmark has you for 20 bucks. eBay has you for 20 bucks. We're gonna stick with this one being $20, which is not terrible, but really is wishing you were worth a little bit more. And that's for the 11-inch one. I don't know what the tiny one's gonna be worth. Mercari has this one for $15. And I also saw another post before that was saying it was like a 2-pack, this one and this one for 40 bucks. So I guess I'm comfortably gonna say $40 for the 2 of these, which means we have made half of our money back from this trip just with these two. I'm feeling a little hopeful for it. So everyone I've shown to, oh, it's upside down. All right, so this one, the boba and the boba, it seems like every single person I show this one to absolutely falls in love with it because it's just a cute little dog. I think a Shiba Inu and a little thing of boba. Oh, who doesn't love this one? Okay, so I'm feeling hopeful for this. The problem is it's all in Japanese and I don't know what it says. Wait, are you not a round one exclusive? I thought you were. Oh, you might not be a round one exclusive, you lied to me. What is Reddit calling you? I don't know what you're called. Takashoshi Entertainment is a US company based in California that falsely designs plushes exclusively for round one. Okay, but it's in Japanese or is it in Chinese? It says it's made in China. I feel like this is not gonna be worth nearly as much as I think it's gonna be then. Takashoji Shiba Dog Boba Tea Squishy Kawaii Plushie Plush Stuffed Animal 7 inches, $15. All right, so you're saying 12, you're saying 30, you're saying 12, you're saying 15, and you're saying 28. I'm getting nothing. And this is one of the biggest issues I've been running into because like some of them, it's very obvious what they're worth. It's like, oh, this is definitely worth $14, $15. Like they have an actual website, but the exclusive ones for round one, like the only way you can get them is through round one and you can't buy them through round one. You're just gonna buy it from a reseller. So like, I'm seeing so many different options for you. So do I lowball it and say, hey, I'm gonna list this for $15, or do you go with the other ones that are like saying it's $28, $29? I guess you would like split the difference and say we're gonna say like $25, 25, maybe 23, 24. I don't know, I'm going $25 on this. You know what, how much is the last one sold for? One was, okay, so one of these was sold for $30, $29.98. It's worth $30. I'm gonna say if I was selling it, I would pay like $25 for it. So I'm gonna list you at $25 because that means it would probably sell in comparison versus the other ones. We got two left. We've almost made our money back at this point. Kuromi, okay, Kuromi, 12 inches Kuromi. Came up instantaneously at $17. We'll take that. And on to the last one, our big boy, who is, in fact, a round one exclusive. Am I dumb for not knowing how to pronounce any of these? I really don't, I'm sorry. I'm trying, but it's not working. But I'm pretty sure this one is, in fact, on the website. Please, please, please. No, you're not helping me. You're not helping me. Wow, okay. Sumika go garage. I used to think I was a weeb. Clearly I'm not. Ooh. I don't see any other listings besides this one. You're saying $35 for this, but you haven't sold it yet. All right, so it's saying this is sold for 32. The other one's saying like 35, another one said 20. Split the difference and say 30, fine, that's fine, it's fine. All right, so after spending $80 on all of these, what I've made, or value-wise at least made, I have $127 worth of value here, along with $123 worth of value at the last time we went. So in total, we have made $250. So we have come out net positive, we have. Again, there's an asterisk because that means I would have to sell all of these things for what I'm, saying they're worth. And there is the problem, because if I sold all 12 of these plushes, like tomorrow, somehow magically tomorrow all of them get sold on eBay or whatever it is, I would make a $45 to $50 profit. Awesome, cool, great. That's 12 of these that would just need to go instantaneously. That's not how the world works. I can't just list these amazingly and be like, oh, they're gonna sell. I would A, have to be super patient to sell all of these, and B, hope they would sell, because there's a good chance like only 7 of them would sell, 8 of them would sell, and then I'd have to drop some prices down and hope that, oh, okay, someone wants to buy it now that's like $5 less. Because we spent, what, 1-2 hours to make a $50 profit? And yes, you could argue, hey, but you had fun doing it. Making $50 and having fun is, beneficial. That's great for you. Good job. I'm really having a hard time imagining people are making giant profits doing this.
So some of the tips we learned on TikTok and YouTube really did in fact help. I mean, if you saw our second attempt, which I assume you would, or else why would you be at the end of this video, you would have seen there was tons of claw spinning, and some of the ways we won our prizes were pretty unconventional but followed the rules that they had. Grab it by the lower body, drop it in. Plus, so far, we ended up selling 5 of our plushies of the 12 so far. Granted, we did have to sell them at a few bucks less than they're valued at because they've been sitting there for a month and none of them were moving. Chopper sold for 22, even though it's valued at 28. The 2 Hello Kitty corduroy plushes sold for about $34 together. The cute Stegosaurus dinosaur sold for $5, and the sushi roll, I'm kidding, I would never sell that sushi roll. So realistically, at this rate, we'll probably break even if not losing a few dollars. Looking back, I kind of wish that we tried to win some figures, because trying to sell all of these, I realized that a lot of the figures at round Kaisen one, such as like this Jujutsu Kaisen one went for like 30 bucks. And realistically, only one of our plushes has touched that amount and it hasn't even sold yet. There seems to be like a whole market in themselves with those and we just didn't even try. So my takeaway from all of this is yes, there's definitely some tricks to the trade that these influencers have up their sleeves that like will help you win tons and tons of more prizes. We have definitely proven that that is true. But my other takeaway from doing all this is that like, no, I don't think you're going to be making some crazy profit doing this anytime soon. Personally, I think the sweet spot, like I said before, is winning a bunch of prizes, including the ones you really want, selling the other ones off and trying to break even, or at least close. Like if you're really obsessed with getting the Shinx plush, God, it's so hard to say. If you're really obsessed with getting the Shinx plush, like sure, win a bunch of them, sell the other ones off, and then, oh, what, you paid maybe $2 for this and had fun playing crane games? Awesome. If that's your end goal, support it wholeheartedly, go for it. But take it with a grain of salt when you see those resellers and scalpers on TikTok saying they made a quick, fast, amazing profit doing this, because it might not be as much as you think it is. But like, that was in-person crane games. What about online crane games? So if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you think you can actually make a profit consistently off of crane games, and like, what have you actually won in crane games? Like, do you go to round one yourself, Dave & Buster's, whatever it is, or do you just think it's kind of a waste of money? Let me know in the comments.